Hey guys, what's up there? Welcome to United Chokros. This is me, DV. First of all, apologies for the last night's live stream. We couldn't get it active because we had some technical issues with the channel. And I'm really sorry about that, but we'll be definitely back with a watch along. And I will let you know when is the next watch along. So guys, about last night's match, Liverpool nil, Man United nil. Not the result that we all were wanting, because we are Man United fans and we always want 3 points, especially when we are playing Liverpool at Anfield. That's what we all want. We want to win games, and the position that we are in right now, that's what we expect our team to do. But and it was a lot of disappointment from a lot of people. They thought that we didn't play to our potentials and we could have done much better, considering the fact that Liverpool did not have that many players. Their first team players were missing. Van Dijk was not there, Matip was not there, a couple of defenders were missing. So a lot of people thought that we could have won that game. This was our best chance to beat Liverpool at Anfield. But if you sit back, calm yourself down and think about it again, it is actually a good point, because to go at Anfield and get a point is a big thing, because in the last 2 or 3 years, no team has been able to beat Liverpool at Anfield, and in fact, very few teams were able to get a point. So I wouldn't say it is an achievement, but overall, if you see the points table, we are still at the top. That's what matters. Of course, Man City do have a game in hand, and if they win that game, they go above us. But we don't know when are they going to play that game. So, from today till when the game is played, anything can happen. Man City can drop points. A lot of things can happen. So we don't know. So at this point in time, we are top of the table, and that's what is the practical situation. We never consider game in hands, because we also had game in hands in the past, and that was never looked into. So overall, like I said, if you sit back and think about it, it's a good point, and Liverpool are fourth, we are first in the league. A lot of things that I want to talk about today. First of all, overall gameplay now. Trust me, like all of you, even I was disappointed when the starting lineup was revealed. He started Lindelof over Eric Bailly. I was frustrated, a lot of you were frustrated, and at the end of the day, Lindelof proved everyone wrong, and we were happy to see him play that well, because it was one of his best performances. But if you practically think, just to play one defender, you think Lindelof is the best defender, because you're playing Lindelof and Maguire, you got to play two defensive midfielders. That's when you end up playing McTominay and Fred. You got to make sure the wing backs don't charge forward much. They got to protect the centre backs. So in order to play two of your best defenders, that's what you think. You're going to deploy two defensive midfielders. You're not going to allow your wing backs to go forward. And that is a hell lot of compromise you're making. And I don't think that's the right decision. It did pay off. Defensively, we were superb. All the 4 defenders were amazing. The best performance of the season, you could say. And Liverpool forwards had no clue. They had no answer to our defense. And yes, so it did pay off, but I don't think in long term it will work, because when you play Eric Bailly, you got a chance to play Matic. And Matic can alone do a job of the two defensive midfielders. That's when you allow Paul Pogba to play centrally rather than playing on the left. Now, Paul Pogba is doing really well, especially after that controversy with Mino Raiola, and he came out and said that Paul Pogba wants to leave and all that stuff. Then he was dropped. He came back into the side, won his place. Although he's playing on the wings, he's doing pretty well. And I again believe that if you play Pogba more centrally, he can do wonders, because Paul Pogba is right now in a very good form. And if you play him more centrally, he's going to express himself. He's going to create more chances. He's going to score more goals. So you want Pogba to have an effect centrally, so along with Bruno, because what happens is, if you play two defensive midfielders, let Pogba go on the wing, it leaves Bruno isolated. Pogba at times cannot do all that stuff that he wants to do from the wings. So it becomes a useless move, to accommodate Lindelof and Maguire together. You're making so many compromises. It doesn't work, and I don't think it's over the period of time. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to think about this, and keep starting Eric Bailly regularly, so that you can have Only one defensive midfielder, either Pogba and Van de Beek, can play the number 8 and express themselves. That's what I would like Solskjaer to do. Now, talking about man of the match, I don't think there is even a second opinion or a choice about it. Luke Shaw was easily my man of the match. Smash a like on the video if Luke Shaw was your man of the match. Amazing performances. He literally pocketed Mo Salah. And how many times Luke Shaw has done that this season? He's pocketed Sterling. He's pocketed Ferran Torres, Kai Havertz. Some of the excellent players in the Premier League he's come up against. He has pocketed all of them. Does not give one bit of space. He's equally good going forward. For me, he's the best left back in England right now. Now, I know a lot of people who would say, you don't know what you're talking about. Look at Andy Robertson, look at Ben Chilwell. Both of them are really good going forward. Amazing left backs. They can cross, they can create. They're in fact, Robertson was one of the top assist leaders last season. He was in top 5 or 6. But if you look at Luke Shaw's game, he's a balanced left back. He defends really well. He goes forwards and attack equally well. So for me, Luke Shaw is the best left back in the country right now. And people can say what they want, because people even said that you don't know what you're talking about. Luke Shaw doesn't belong in Man United. Alex Telles will show us what a world-class left back is all about. That's what a lot of people said, and here I am and here you guys are. I've been proved right. Not that it makes me happy that I've been proved right and you guys are proved wrong, but I never doubted Luke Shaw's talent. Now it's up to him to keep himself fit so that he can give those performances regularly, game after game. So, like I said, smash a like on the video if Luke Shaw is your man of the match. And apart from Luke Shaw, a couple of more things I want to discuss about. First of all, the criticism surrounding Bruno Fernandes. Come on, guys. He's been our best player since the time he's come in. The entire 2020, he's carried Man United on his shoulders. Give him some break. Cut him some slack. Why would you come out and say so many things about Bruno Fernandes? He's not had a bad game. Look at the stats, the number of shots he has on target, his involvement in the game. He's bound to do those mistakes because he's left alone. He's isolated so many times because Fred and McTominay play deep. They offer nothing going forward. Creativity wise, they are zero. Yes, they've got tenacity. They've got that, desire to work hard, win balls, intercept and make tackles. But creativity wise, they are next to zero. There's no creativity at all, and at times Bruno and Rashford are isolated. So many times this season happened. When your team is winning, we are top of the league, rather than criticizing players, you got to get behind your team. Stop doing this Pogba FC, Rashford FC, Bruno FC. No, it's all about our team. Our team being on top, our team playing together and winning the league. That's what is most important thing. Personal agendas, please keep it aside. If we are, mid-table, like 6th or 7th, they're not doing well. Okay, fine, I understand the criticism. But why now? We're doing well, top of the league. Bruno's had such a wonderful effect. Why would you do that? Those stupid stats goal.com come up with saying Bruno has been next to nothing, next to zero, against top 6. Yeah, because they consider Arsenal as top 6. Leicester City, they don't consider as top 6 because those morons are clueless. They just have an agenda against United. Stop believing their facts. Bruno Fernandes had an assist and a goal against Leicester City. If you don't consider Leicester City as top 6 team, then I'm sorry, I cannot help you. You got a real big problem. You got an agenda against this player. I'll not say much about this more. You guys know what's best. You guys are entitled to your own opinion, but do not come out and say things about your own players. So bad, so many bad things. It's really bad. It's really not good for our team. So apart from that, blunders by Rashford, Marcus Rashford's got to improve his final ball. That moment in the game when he could have diagonally given that pass to Cavani. Cavani was in a goal scoring position, but he wanted to go for glory. Now Rashford needs to identify that. I know he's selfish. Maybe there's nothing wrong being selfish as long as you're confident that you're going to go and score the goal. It's okay to be selfish, but you need to understand there is a time when you have to pick a pass. There is a time when you have to go for the glory. You need to understand that. Marcus Rashford is an amazing player. He's got amazing qualities. this is the one part of the game that he has to improve. Also, his finishing needs to improve, but that's okay. He gets around, but this is something that needs to be improved really, really quickly. Because himself and Mason Greenwood's got a lot of time because he's just burst into scene a year back, but Rashford has been playing for 4-5 years. This is the part of the game that he needs to improve. He needs to have a better final ball and delivery. Now, before I come to the end of the video, two things I want to talk about. First and foremost thing, Man United win more penalties than Liverpool. Man United had defensive tactics than us. They parked the bus. We are no longer top of the league. Salah and Mane can't score goals. This is what he does every time. Every freaking time. He's all about moaning and crying and excuses. I think his middle name is Excuses. Jurgen EXCUSES Klopp. That's what his middle name is. How much he cribs, how much he cries. If you think Man United parked the bus, I don't know what game were you watching. I think he was watching a different game and Henderson was playing a different game, because both of them think they played better than Man United. Look at the number of chances they created and look at the number of chances we created. We didn't have a good first half, but second half we were dominant. How many chances they created? Clear-cut chances. The Thiago shot, couple of decent in the first half, but our defenders dealt with it. In fact, we should have gone and scored 2 goals. The Bruno Fernandes chance and Paul Pogba towards the end, I thought he should have buried that one. But yeah, it is what it is now. Yes, coming back to Klopp, he has to stop giving excuses and moaning about how bad Man United were. They parked the bus. You know what? I don't want him to stop making excuses. I want him to keep on doing that, because I know he feels the pinch. He is no longer on the top of the table. Man United are above him. I know there's a long way to go. We are midway and a lot of games still to play, but we are in better position than them this season. Over our other team, we have played better football than them. Salah, Mane and Firmino are goalless since last 3 games. According to some people, they are the top best attackers in the league, and they haven't scored a goal in past 3 games. So look at the position where they are in. They are frustrated and they are going to come out. It's going to come out and vent those frustrations. So you can do that. I'm happy for my team. We are at the top of the table and we have to continue playing well. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the Fulham game coming up. Now Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes will have to be really careful, because if they were to get a yellow card in that game, they will miss out the following game against Sheffield United. Now, if they were to avoid that yellow card, the restriction goes to another 5 games. So, up to the Fulham game, if you have 5 yellow cards, you get a suspension. After the Fulham game, that red card restriction goes up to 10 games. So, you need to get 10 yellow cards to get a suspension. So, all Maguire and Fernandes has to do is avoid yellow card in the next game, and they can relax for the next 5 games. Apart from that, shouldn't be a problem. Should be an easy win for us. 2-0, 3-0. What I would like to see is Maguire getting rested and Bale, Lindelof starting, allowing Pogba to play more centrally along with Matic. That will create more chances. We can score more goals. We can play Cavani up front with Rashford and Martial on the wings, or Greenwood. Either one of them would be suited. But I need to see Paul Pogba in the center of the park. That's where he's more effective. That's where he can give more results. Creativity wise, he also helped Bruno Fernandes, and he won't be isolated. What I expect from Fulham game is 3-0. Shouldn't be a problem, and then we can take it on from there. We've got Sheffield United, we got Arsenal, then we got Southampton at home, Everton at home. You can't say easy games, but looking at the form that we are in, we shouldn't have any problem winning those games. So guys, with that I'll come to the end of the video. Please do subscribe to our channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn the bell icon on the right hand side to get the latest notifications. I'll be back after the Fulham game. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself. Bye for now.